News.
Nordic nations reign supreme at the world's most prestigious culinary competition. Team Denmark took the gold at the Bocuse d'Or competition in Lyon, France. Sweden, Norway, and Finland followed. France finished sixth. The U.S. came in ninth. Wendy Gillette, CBS News. 6:05 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Some cloudy skies, chance of showers, breezy conditions today. We'll have a full forecast for you just ahead. Good morning. In for Melissa Colross, I'm Kim Foster. Here is what's happening at this hour. The CHP has just reopened the lanes of Highway 101 after a deadly freeway crash in San Francisco involving a wrong-way driver. 2 people were killed, 9 others injured in the early morning crash on Highway 101 near the 280 interchange. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub joins us live from the crash scene with the latest. Jeffrey.
Well, Kim, yeah, clearly this was a terrible accident this morning. A wrong-way driver heads south on the lanes of Highway 101 northbound between Vermont Street and Cesar Chavez, and it's about 2:30 in the morning. And here's what CHP Officer Bert Diaz explained.
The wrong-way driver was driving southbound in the northbound lanes, and just south of Cesar Chavez, the wrong-way driver collided with 2 separate vehicles before colliding with the 3rd vehicle in a head-on collision. The driver of that 3rd vehicle was pronounced dead at the scene, and also the wrong-way driver was pronounced deceased on the scene.
One person was ejected from their vehicle. We don't know yet which vehicle that person was in, whether it was the person who was in the wrong-way or one of those that was struck. The highway northbound was closed for 7.5 hours. Again, 2 people died, 7 others injured after a driver headed south along the northbound lanes of Highway 101. Both south and northbound lanes, however, have been reopened. Reporting live in San Francisco, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
Thank you, Jeffrey. We'll get the traffic implications of all this with Ted Ramey coming up in just 2 minutes from right now. This week marks 3 months since the deadly campfire roared through Butte County in the town of Paradise, killing nearly 90 people and wiping out pretty much everything in its path. KCBS's Veronica Carter tells us people are anxious to start rebuilding, but there's no quick timeline for that. Greg Bolin is vice mayor of Paradise and says he's not just another talking head telling people they'll have to wait. His house there burned. As a matter of fact, 18 homes belonging to family members were destroyed. He says there is so much to clean it's going to take a while, and those doing the work have to make sure all the toxins are gone.
Their goal is 3 to 6 inches is what they got to take off. That's the first part they got to take off. If that test's okay, then they don't do any more. That's it.
He says it's a pretty intricate process, and work will continue until there's nothing hazardous left.
If it doesn't test okay, then they take another 3 inches and test it again, and then 3 inches and test it again.
Bolin says, as frustrating as it is, homeowners are going to have to let the process play out. Veronica Carter, KCBS. Coming up on KCBS.
I'm Terry Hudastack. How Marin County sports fans are backing Rams quarterback Jared Goff this Super Bowl Sunday.
KCBS News Time 10:08. We're heading back to the traffic desk with Ted Ramey. Good news in this road's open. How is traffic looking?
Well, it's recovering, and in case you're just joining us, 101 northbound in San Francisco has been closed just past 280 since right around 2:30 this morning after a wrong-way driver smashed into multiple cars on 101 northbound. The driver was headed southbound on those lanes of traffic. This accident left 2 people dead and caused serious injuries to several others. And again, as you just heard our Jeffrey Schaub on scene say, it was 7.5 hours later the roadway was closed. Now, again, it is open. 101 northbound just past 280 is open. Traffic is quickly recovering. Now, there wasn't that bad of a backup because they had been diverting traffic to 280 northbound for the entirety of this closure. But you still see a little bit of slowing to Silver Avenue and a little bit beyond that. But mostly you're doing okay and traffic will quickly recover. As we jump to the East Bay right now, we are looking at an accident in Oakland, 80 eastbound on the connector to 580 eastbound. An accident here. Not a lot of details in at the moment, but we do know that the left lane is blocked. Volume is still relatively light. Of course, it's Super Sunday, so maybe people are staying local. So we're not seeing too much of a backup for the moment. Elsewhere about the Bay Area, we're mostly seeing pretty good traffic conditions. No other major slowdowns to speak of. Your next traffic update at 10:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
KCBS forecast. Showers likely breezy at times today. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. Showers likely once again with highs in the lower 50s. And on Tuesday as well. Looks like we'll clear things out on Wednesday and Thursday, and that chance of showers comes back on Friday. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. KCBS News Time at 10 at 10. This portion of the news is sponsored by the Shane Company. Two quarterbacks from the Bay Area are taking center stage on this Super Bowl Sunday. KCBS's Carrie Hudasek spoke to local football fans as a veteran quarterback from San Mateo gets ready to battle a young quarterback from Nevada.
Some are calling it the Battle of the Bay because Rams quarterback Jared Goff and Patriots quarterback Tom Brady are both from this area. I spoke to Richard and Paul at the 2 a.m. club here in Mill Valley.
I mean, Goff has a very bright future, and the Rams are a young team. If he can beat Brady, it's a big moment for him.
Richard says he knows Goff's dad and actually met a young Jared when he played football for Marin Catholic. But will he root him on this Super Bowl?
You know, I'm not a Rams fan, but because of Jared, yeah, fairly.
Paul says sometimes there's just no denying Tom Brady.
We sort of hate it because Tom Brady's so perfect, right? But he's an amazing athlete, let's face it.
So, to answer the question, they're Team Brady. In Mill Valley, Carrie Hudasek, KCBS.
Planning to party hardy on this Super Bowl Sunday? Well, you might just end up being one of the millions of workers expected to call in sick tomorrow following today's big game. KCBS reporter Keith Manconi looks at now what's being called Super Sick Monday.
It's all cheers at the kickoff. But there's got to be a morning after. And with freedom just a phone call away, new survey results predict the number of workers who are going to choose to stay home sick Monday will likely rise beyond 17 million. Executive coach Linda Sharkey says that even compared to other disruptive days on the American calendar, Super Sick Monday stands out.
This one is a consistent national issue where people do call in sick.
But she's counseling employers to be understanding.
It is a stressful work environment right now, and people could use, without guilt,